Jacob Palmer here of AttractMoreGirls.com, and I want to welcome you to the first episode of the Verbal Mastery series. Now, this footage is from about 2 or 3 years ago, so I'm going to give you guys this breakdown until I'm able to film some new infield footage. I've been busy with coaching, so I haven't had as much time as I would like to film some new infield footage, but I want to give you this infield footage, and this series is going to focus strictly on the verbals. So in some of the videos you will see me number closing, and some of the videos you won't. But mainly my main focus for you is to help you master the verbals as part of the game, because that's a very important part to master. So I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.
Excuse me. Sorry. Sorry. I know it's totally random, but I thought you're really cute, so I want to say hi to you. I mean,
Okay, that's a simple opener. Excuse me, I know this is totally random. I thought you were really cute and I want to say hi to you. Again, I use the same opener at night. Obviously, I don't say this is totally random because it's not random. Because at night, women are expecting you to hit on them. Women are expecting to get hit on. But during the day, not so much. So for that, I'm just pacing it. And pacing it is basically another word for calibration. You say, excuse me, I know it's totally random. You're just calibrating the situation. It shows your social intelligence. And I like to keep the opener simple. There's no need for a fancy pickup line. Just keep things simple.
by the way, you're not from LA.
I'm Eric, by the way. Introduce myself. Shake her hand. As you can see, she's playing with her hair. She's smiling. So she's already attracted just off of the opener. And that's the beautiful thing about day game, is that a lot of women will just be attracted to you just off the opener because they're not used to getting approached during the day. Now, there's still work to do after you do the opener, but that's one of the major benefits because you stand out, because basically no man approach women during the day.
Kansas.
And there I use an assumption. So that's one of the techniques that I use. I assume instead of asking a woman where she's from, what do you do? When you ask a lot of questions, you're taking away value. You want to add value to the conversation. You want to be different from every other guy. Okay, so I just say you're not from LA, and then she tells me, "Oh, I'm from Kansas." So I didn't even have to, because I assumed where she was from, she automatically told me. I didn't have to ask her, oh, where are you from? She automatically told me. She's talking to me, so now she's adding value to the conversation.
Oh, I was like, Kansas. I was like, Dorothy?
Now that's just a joke because obviously she's not originally from Kansas, and you'll see, I think she was from Saudi Arabia. So I kind of looked at her like, Kansas? And then like, Dorothy? Dorothy from from the movie.
Dorothy.
From the movie Wizard of Oz.
Dorothy is from, she's a cartoon character from like Wizard of Oz. She like clicked her heels. She's from Kansas. Yeah. Yeah. You're very sexy. Very sexy.
And from there, she was smiling, again, playing with her hair. So I just said, give her another compliment. You're very sexy. Now, guys think, oh, some guys may say, oh, you're complimenting her too much. But it's always depending on the situation. If the girl likes you, compliment her. There's no problem. You're not going to lose value here. Now, if I kept complimenting her over and over and over again, then that's something different. But I gave her 2 compliments. As you can see, she's smiling and she's loving it. So there's no problem.
What is your name? Haifa. I'm Eric. Very nice to meet you. What are you doing right now? Oh, you're just waiting for your friend. Yeah, you seem very professional. Like you.
Again, there's another assumption. Oh, you seem very professional. Instead of asking her, oh, what do you do? I already asked her a question, right? Before that. I asked her what her name was, what she's doing. But the thing is, when you make an assumption and you tease them like I did. So I made an assumption, I teased her a little bit. That gives you the value to ask a question. So it's not like you're going to ask assumptions. Just keep assuming. That's kind of weird. So you want to make an assumption, tease a little bit, then ask questions because you have value. And she's laughing and she's joining. Obviously, you can tell. Again, she's messing with her hair. She's smiling, so it's no big deal.
They're like very business like. Like model? No, let's not go that far. Let's not go that far.
So she says like model, right? So she's telling me, oh yeah, I'm a model, like I'm attractive, right? Now, of course, that came from me complimenting her. Probably, I mean, this woman's really attractive, and she probably knows it, obviously. And then I just do a kind of a push pull, like, oh no no no, let's not go that far. And as you can see, she's laughing. So there's that teasing, right? There's always that fine balance between teasing a woman, letting her know you're interested. It's kind of like walking on a string, like they do at the circus, right? So it's always this balance between does he like me? Doesn't he like me? Playful banter, or he's attracted to me, but he can make fun of me at the same time. Women love that, right? Because it's unpredictable. They don't know what's going to happen, and that's very attractive to women.
I mean, like you run your own business, like you're an entrepreneur or something. You overstepping your boundaries just a little bit here, but okay. People from America said to me, you look like Sister Kardashian. Kim Kardashian? No, her sister. Courtney? No, you don't look like no. Yeah, you got the.
So she said, "Oh, I look like one of the Kardashians." When I was telling her, going further into my assumption about her being a businesswoman, and I tell her, "No, no, no. Now you're overstepping your boundaries." So I'm making fun of her again, right? I'm just like, "No, no, calm down." Playful banter.
Kim Kardashian booty, but you look like, yeah, a little bit. Why'd you come out to LA? Oh, so you're adventurous. You travel. A lot. I like that. That's.
So again, I assume, oh, she's adventurous. You travel. I like that a lot. So that's my frame. That's telling her, oh, okay, I like that a lot about you. All right, I might give you a chance.
What about you? Yeah, okay. My friend. Okay, and maybe you're adventurous or maybe you're a little crazy. I'm not sure which one yet. I'm still like gonna figure that out. I'm like, what do you think? Still judge.
So again, teasing her. Oh, okay, it may mean you're adventurous. Like giving her my approval, then oh, it may mean you're crazy, and taking my approval away. So that's that push pull. You always got to keep that in a conversation, that playful banter. You never want a woman to like, oh, I won them over, because when they know they won you over, you're boring to them. They're like, oh, easy catch. But it's that challenge. Women love a challenge, and that push pull. It's always going to keep them interested in the conversation. As you can tell, she's smiling, she's loving it, she's enjoying the conversation so far.
Judging you, huh? What do you think? I think you're half crazy, half adventurous. You're like both. Can I come sit down like 5 seconds? No. No?
Now she told me no, but I think this no was from a place of shyness, right? Because she was smiling, she was playing with her hair. So I think that's what it was. And here's what guys don't realize, like even a really attractive woman like her, of course they get shy, right? They're not. Guys have this. They imagine that all beautiful women are outgoing and they have everything. They have no insecurities, and that's just not true. So she said this no out of shyness. It wasn't like no, I don't like you. It was like, oh no, I'm shy.
Because what? Okay, yeah, 5 seconds.
And so I'm like, because what? It's like, oh, okay, come. So it was just out of pure shyness. That's what that was. And look, sometimes women are going to give you resistance. You have to anticipate that. And I just challenged her, like, why not? Like, right? And she just gave in. So don't expect, even when a interaction is going well, don't expect women to continue to give you yeses. That's ideal, right? But even when your game is tight, they're going to give you no's, and you have to anticipate that and expect that. No woman's just going to lay down. You'll have that every once in a while, but most women are going to give you some resistance because they don't want to seem like they're easy.
you?
She pulled out a seat for me. She has manners. Obviously, again, she liked me, right? She pulled out the seat for me. Common courtesy. Well, that's not common courtesy, but I've actually sat down with a couple of girls and very rarely do any of them pull out a seat for me. So that's a good sign.
Such a lady. You like scooted back for me. I feel so special right now. My heart. You gotta come here, feel my heart.
So, and I mentioned it again. Oh, you're such a lady. Oh my goodness, right? So again, that's me like giving her my approval, like, oh, such a lady, right? And as you can tell, she's laughing and she's enjoying it.
It's like beating so fast right now. Come here, give me that. No. Come on, you have to feel my heart. It's beating really fast right now.
So that's just a playful way for me to get Kino, right? So it's like, oh, feel my heart right now. It's beating so fast. It's beating so fast. So again, keeping that playfulness. That's my style. You don't necessarily have to do my style, but I believe in being playful and keeping the conversation interesting. It's interesting for the woman. I try not to be boring.
I know. That's the rumor. What do you think about my glasses? Yeah? I thought they were like a little bit too big, but...
Actually, I'm wearing glasses.
You wear glasses too? Are you nearsighted or farsighted? Are you nearsighted or farsighted?
What that mean?
So, nearsighted, like for far you can't see it? So, like, pink is blurry? Is that blurry?
Maybe big letter I can't see.
Okay.
Yeah.
The small letter. So you can see
What
up close. I can't see far. So, like, when I take these off, I'm still sexy though, huh?
So just being playful. Oh yeah, I can take these glasses off. I'm still sexy though. So that's like a little cocky comedy. Again, playful banter.
See you here. I just can't see that pink where it says pink. I'm still handsome though without the glasses.
I became headache because I didn't wear it.
Oh yeah, you have to get used to them.
It's just like...
You didn't like it? Not so much. I'm still handsome without. Yeah. Handsome like better with the glasses or without the glasses?
I will show you some pictures.
Okay, show me. I'm gonna show you my pictures.
So here, this is great. So talking about the glasses, whatever. I think I had just got the glasses at the time, and she was saying that and then I said, oh yeah, I still look handsome without the glasses. She's like, yeah. So just bringing her into my frame, being playful. And then she said, oh, I actually wear glasses too. And she goes on the phone and she's going to show me some pictures of her wearing glasses. So that's a little bit of rapport building, right? Sitting down. And that's the reason why I asked her to come sit down. I didn't stand over the whole time because I knew if I came and sat down with her, I could build a little bit more rapport and she'd be less likely to flake on me later on.
How long are you going to be in LA?
Maybe 3 days.
3 days? Okay. Let's hang out tomorrow. I said let's hang out tomorrow. What are you doing?
No, I asked her to hang out tomorrow, which was fine. I mean, that's fine. You can do it that early. It's 4 minutes in. Sure, why not? Maybe looking back on it, maybe I would have waited a little bit, just a little bit longer. But this is fine. I mean, we built some attraction. I honestly think I should have built a little bit more rapport with her and then asked her, but it's fine. I mean, I'm 4 minutes in. It's no big deal.
I think now.
Let's hang out.
Okay, where?
Sure. Have you been to what area are you staying in?
LAX.
By LAX?
Yeah, airport.
Oh, by the airport? The Sheraton? Okay. I'll come pick you up and we'll go. Have you been to Hollywood?
She showed me the picture of her with her wearing glasses. It was like they were like glasses like mine, actually a little bit bigger than mine, but they were red. She looked kind of funny in them. She still looks sexy, but she looked funny enough, so that's why I'm laughing hysterically.
You look like such a dork. You're a sexy dork.
So yeah, like you look like such a dork, but you're a sexy dork. So again, that push pull, like teasing her, but complimenting her.
sexy, but still adorable. Hey, let me show you my pictures. I just took some pictures for my Facebook. Hold on. Now look, you gotta be careful because these pictures I'm so sexy. It may like make you want to like just start like making out with me. So be careful. So that one here.
Again, just being playful. Oh, watch out for these pictures because they're so good. They may want you to start making out with me. So again, same thing, just keeping that playful teasing.
One there. How old do I look?
Me?
How old are you?
Yes.
20. Oh, okay. I'm 27. I just turned 27. October 4th. Last month. I'm a Libra. When's your birthday?
Me?
May? What's your sign?
23.
Okay. What's your sign?
19.
1989. Okay. 88. Yeah. I'm older than you. I'm your daddy.
So I'm older than you. I'm your daddy, right? You can see like I'm looking her in the eyes. As you can see, she's laughing. She gets the humor, right? So it's like, hey, I'm older than you. I'm your daddy. So just kind of being dominant and sexual at the same time.
Call me daddy now. I'm older than you. Just call me daddy. But like Eric is my daddy. Okay, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Your friend that flirts with you, and that's what it is.
Now, right here, a lot of guys would have tried to keep the conversation going. She was actually waiting for a friend. So she got on the phone and she was trying to call the friend and see where the friend is at. So I just relaxed, went through my phone. No big deal. No big deal. Don't try to force a conversation when the girl's doing something or it's a lap. If there's nothing there, no big deal. And I just hand her my phone, and she puts her number in my phone. That's it, right? So because I already seeded us hanging out, so she complies.
Have you gone bowling? Spell your name for me.
That's a good trick too. If you forget a girl's name, just be like, "Oh, spell your name for me." And if they call you out on it, just be like, "I'm a terrible speller. Just spell it out for me."
I'll text you so you have my number, so you can save me.
Yeah, you can do that too. A lot of girls, when you call them or text them, I don't recommend calling them. Actually, texting them. They won't respond, or because they don't know who the number is. I mean, most of the time they will, regardless. But I like to sometimes send them just text them on the spot, and so they can save me in their phone. And then I'll send like a funny text or like a funny emoji. And so it's like we already had a conversation. So when I text them the next time, it's basically a continuation of the conversation.
Like we're in church. Let's say like Hallelujah. Have you been to Hollywood yet?
Yeah.
You been to Hollywood? Okay. Do you like to bowl? You know how to bowl? You don't like bowling?
Bowling?
Yeah. I'll beat you in bowling. I'll beat you. All turkeys. I'll win. I'll win. We'll go bowling.
So right there is just again seeding the us hanging out, making it more real for her. So I'm like, "Oh, you like bowling?" She's like, "Yeah." I'll be like, "Okay, I'll beat you." So it's like challenging her, like, "Yeah, I'll beat you." So in her mind, it's like, "Okay, for sure, we're gonna hang out for sure," because we're already talking about it, and then I'm challenging her, and then that can be part of my text when I send her a text. It's like, "Oh, I have a feeling I'm on a hot streak. I know I'm gonna beat you tonight," right? So it's just a way to uh, again seed the idea of us hanging out, becoming more realistic, and me using that as a conversational thread when I text her the next day.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I'll pick you up at like 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock morning?
No. No, at night.
I said to you, I'm crazy.
You are crazy. No, at night. Hold on, let me text you.
And see, then remember earlier in the interaction, I said half crazy, half adventurous, and she's like, "See, I'm crazy." And I'm like, "Yeah, you are crazy." So she bought into the frame, and that's good. You want women to uh, buy into your frames, because when they buy into your frames, that means they're in your reality. And you always want to own the frame when it comes to women. It's attractive and it shows leadership.
At night.
Okay.
I'm gonna text you right now.
PM.
Yes, PM. Sheraton, right?
Yeah.
Let me know you got mine. Eric. Save me. Save me in your phone, woman.
So it's like, now that's showing leadership. Like, look at your phone. Make sure you got my text. Save me, woman. Save me. Right? It's showing leadership. It's giving her orders, direction. It's just taking the lead. Very attractive to women.
Eric Sexy. Eric Sexy. You have to. Eric Sexy.
And again, just being playful. Eric Sexy. Sorry about this. I'm not sure what happened with this blackout, my cameraman, but it should come back soon. So be patient here.
So you going to Vegas next? Where are you going next?
I have a class next.
You have a class. I mean, I'm like, after you leave LA, where you gonna go?
LA?
Yeah, you said you're gonna be here for 3 days, right?
Maybe here with my friend.
Maybe longer?
Actually, I have 17. I will come back
Oh,
because
okay.
18 and 19 I have class.
Oh, school.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a student. Oh.
Master.
So you. Oh, okay. So you're a smart insect.
Maybe.
Well, look,
I'm not.
that's good you say that because I don't.
Maybe I'm 60, but I'm not
Okay. Okay.
Because until now, I didn't have boyfriend. That's a big problem.
I can see why. I'm just kidding.
So she said she goes to Kansas, and I said, "Oh, sexy and smart." She's like, "Oh, maybe sexy, probably not smart." And then I bet she was like, "Yeah, okay." And then she said, "Oh, if I was smart, I would have a boyfriend or something like that, right?" And I was like, "Oh, I can see why you don't." So just teasing her, right? Like, "Oh, I can see why you don't have a boyfriend." Playful teasing, right? It's like she doesn't know if I she knows I like her, but she's like, damn, is he like insulting me? It's playful banter. It's not a neg. I don't believe in negs, but playful banter.
TV. Well, I'm glad you said you're not smart. It's good because like I like my women dumb. I like them to do whatever I say.
So again, I like my women dumb. I like to do what I like them to do whatever I say. So I'm like busting on her even more and like I'm glad you're not smart.
I'm glad you're not smart. Why are you crazy? Is that why you don't have a boyfriend?
Sometimes I'm crazy.
Okay.
So it's screening her, qualifying. Oh, so wait, are you crazy? Is that why you don't have a boyfriend? So just screening her, right? Like, oh, okay, you're fine, but you don't have a boyfriend. Like, I don't know about you.
At least you're honest about that.
Huh?
At least you're honest about that. At least you don't try to hide you're crazy.
Really?
Yeah, you don't try to hide it. You just put it all out there. Right? I think I'm gonna just beat you in bowling. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, my stroke. I'm like Fred Flintstone. You know Fred Flintstone?
No.
You know, like the cartoon Yabba Dabba Doo?
Okay. We are crazy.
Yeah, I am. But see, that's the thing. Like, we're crazy together, so we may not be good for each other.
So again, hey, we're crazy together, so we may not be good for each other. Constantly push, pull, and tease and playful banter.
Maybe fire.
Fire?
Yeah, fire.
Fire? Chemistry?
You and me together will make big fire.
So see, she's bought into the frame. Me, you together, we made big fire. But it was because I kept constantly talking about me and her, right? Like, oh, I'm gonna beat you in bowling. We're gonna do this together. No, we're not good for each other. Oh, maybe we are. No, we're not. Now she's buying into the frame. She's like, me and you together, we make big fire. So she's buying into that frame of us hanging out, us chilling, us seeing each other later on. And that's what you want. That's a very good sign.
Big fire, okay. I like that. But we may have to get, like, an extinguisher to put the fire out sometimes. So.
I didn't do that. Maybe when I meet you.
Yeah.
Next time I will do that.
Bring like a fire extinguisher from out of your hotel. Did you bring your glasses with you on your trip?
Yeah.
You did? Yeah. Ooh, you should wear them tomorrow. But don't wear high heels tomorrow, because you need.
So I'm telling her, oh yeah, you should wear those glasses tomorrow. Ooh, right. So it's like hitting on her, but leading her, telling her what to wear, what not to wear. So just cementing even more our date.
You need. But you know what? You can wear your high heels tomorrow because they have shoes at the bowling alley.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, I'm gonna just beat you. I'm gonna beat you. It's bad. I heard it's really hot in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's like desert storms, kind of, sort of. No.
Sure. Not like Kansas.
Okay. Okay. I don't know how you live in Kansas.
So again, I just make an assumption. Oh, I heard it's this and this in Saudi Arabia. I think I said desert storms in Saudi Arabia. So I'm just assuming, making another assumption about where she's from, and instead of asking her, "Oh, what is Saudi Arabia like?" You say, "I heard it's this and this," and then she's gonna tell me, right, about where she's from. It's her homeland.
It's like the Twilight
I
Zone.
have admission from there.
Oh, you go to University of Kansas or Kansas State?
Which is
You know, yeah, you go to University of Kansas, the Blue Jays. Really? Wow. What are you getting your master's in?
What?
What are you getting your master's in?
Education, technology. I will finish December.
Oh, look at you. What, you want to teach kids or you want to be a professor?
Maybe later. PhD.
But do you want to, like, use your degree, like, to teach kids or
No. University.
what are you going to use it for?
Maybe I will teach the university around Saudi.
Oh, okay, so you
Maybe.
want to
Maybe
be a
I will
professor.
get new job here.
Okay.
And this is just building rapport, right? So it's like, again, you don't want to play for banter all the time, all the time. The women aren't going to take you serious. They want to get to know you. They want to build rapport. You got to have her talking about herself. Tell a little bit about yourself. So here I'm like, oh, what do you want to do with that degree? So now we're serious. I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Have her talking about herself. People's most interesting topic is themselves. So really, when you're talking to a new woman, it can be either the 80-20 rule or the 90-10 rule. And what that means is 80% of the time, she should be talking about herself. 20% of the time you should be talking about yourself, or 90% of the time she should be talking about herself, and 10% of the time you should be talking about yourself. And the more she tells you about herself, that's building rapport, right? That's the rapport part. Now that's not all you want. You saw in early in the interaction, you need attraction, uh, escalation, pushing tease to pushing, push pull, things of that nature to build up the attraction, right? Because if you just go into the rapport building, then that's how you get in the friend zone. She has to be attracted to you to want to hang out with you, see you again, but you also need the rapport and the comfort for her to not flake on you. So you want to get to know her. So it's a fine balance.
Okay. Is your visa, do you have your green card? Or, I didn't want
I didn't have green
you
card.
don't have green card?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have, if you beat me in bowling, I'm going to report you. So they deport you.
So again, teasing again, like, oh, if you beat me in bowling, I'm gonna have to report you so they could deport you.
So you can't beat me in bowling, and I'm going to, like, get you deported. So you're going to have to go back.
I will marry you.
This is easy. I'm telling you, I'm gonna beat you American style.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, you see it. You see it in my eyes, in all four of my eyes. You see like defeat. Yeah.
More freedom.
More freedom. You're funny. So you're rich, right?
Me?
Yeah. I was looking for a rich woman to take care of me.
Ah, okay. I'm
Yeah.
not rich.
I'm a gold digger.
So you're rich, right? Because Saudi Arabia, right? They got a lot of oil money, a lot of rich people there. Obviously, not everybody in Saudi Arabia is rich. So I'm just teasing her here, and I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for a rich woman to take care of me, right? So just playful banter, also disqualifying myself. Like, no, I'm looking for a rich woman to take care of me.
You're from Saudi Arabia. That's the oil money.
I know, but I'm not rich.
You don't have oil money?
We have.
You have it? Your family?
Maybe.
Maybe. Just be careful. You know that Jamie Foxx song, Gold Digger?
You see everything in my eyes. I know.
I see like diamond rings in your eyes. I see oil.
Yeah, I know. Just touch my eyes.
I might touch your eyes. You have to like do it like this. Like the Three Stooges. I'm SS, smart. Sexy.
Really?
SS.
So again, just another, I'm SS, smart and sexy. Just cocky comedy, being funny.
And sexy.
I see.
Yeah. Have you been to the pier?
Yeah?
The pier. Santa Monica Pier?
Yeah.
It's cool, right?
Have chicken now.
Been walking around too much?
Maybe I didn't eat anything.
You gotta eat something, woman.
With my friends.
Your friend is taking a long time. Is I don't claim. It's a girl? Oh, it's a guy? You cheating on me? Already?
So just playing. Oh, it's a guy. What? You cheated on me already? Like, I really don't care that it's a guy. I'm just playing with her, right? Having her role play. That's another thing that causes attraction. Role playing. Oh, you cheating on me already?
I thought we had a connection. You cheated on me already?
And she just goes with it, like, yeah, I'm cheating on you. Like, who cares, right? Like, I don't know this woman. I'm not really invested. I'm just playing a role. And look, all smiles. She's enjoying it. She gets my sense of humor. Um, I get her sense of humor. We're good. And she said, hey, I'm honest. Like, this girl was so cool. So, yeah, man, it's all good. Like, she's playing into the frame. She's buying into it. All good.
But you said you loved me. You said I was the only one. You just trying to play me? You just played me the whole time? You just using me for my looks, huh? You using me for my You using me for my looks and the sex, huh?
You've been lying.
You using me for my good looks and my good sex, huh?
You are so cute.
Come here.
No.
Come here, hug. I need a hug. Look, you can't call me cute.
So it's like, oh, because you're so cute and yeah. And I just, the frame, oh, you used me for my looks and for my sex. So she brought into that frame, oh, yeah, you're so cute.
I did not expect a hug. Come on, right here. You gotta get.
So it's like a hug and a kiss. Yeah, she was resisting a little bit, but her resistance was more like shyness. Like it wasn't like, no, don't hug me, don't touch me. Obviously, the girl's attracted to me, but it was like more like shyness.
Come on. Come on. Come on. You called me cute.
My picture is I can't do that.
So she's like, in my country, I can't do that in Saudi Arabia. So I try to get her to give me a kiss on the cheek, and she's like, no, in my country, we can't do that. So whatever, it's no big deal. Obviously, this girl likes me, so it's no big deal to try to force it.
Not in your country. We're in America, USA. It's just a pen. Come on. We just need to keep it. Look. We can look. We can block everybody's views. Look. Nobody has to know. All right, we'll say that for the bowling. If I beat you, you have to give me a kiss on the cheek.
So it's like, all right, cool. We say that for the bowling.
Why are you trying to fight me? Why are you so violent?
Because I'm a woman. I can't do everything.
He says, I'm a woman. I can do everything. You know, I'm going to kill that attitude.
I will kill you tomorrow.
Yeah, I love women like this who get the banter, who playful. I'm just like, I'm gonna kill that attitude, and she's just giving it back to me. I love that, and that is what sparks attraction.
8 o'clock. I'm gonna come. 8 o'clock sharp.
I will call you.
I'll text you. I'm the man. The man is supposed to follow the woman. The man is supposed to pick the woman up. Yeah. Don't you do that in Saudi Arabia? Yeah.
So she's like, oh, I'll call you. I'm like, no, I'm the man. I'll pick you up. I'll call you, right? So just put in a frame. Sure, she could call me if she wanted to. No big deal. But me personally, I like to call the woman and text them. I like to lead. And then later on, after we've seen each other, women naturally are going to hit you up and things of that nature. But when you first get to know them, call them, hit them up. No big deal. Everybody's style different, but that's just my style. I like to call, text, do those things.
Call the woman, pick the woman up, pay. Yeah, sometimes. Oh, you got oil money, so you can pay.
I have oil.
Yeah, you can.
Something like pay. She's like, oh no, sometimes. I'm like, oh, you got oil money, so you can pay. So bringing that joke back, right? Constantly, it's called callbacks in comedy. Comedians do it. They do it in improv comedy, which I suggest you do. I do improv comedy. It's called callbacks. So you're gonna call back to that joke that you guys talked about earlier.
You can pay, so I don't have to worry about paying. You can pay because you have that oil money. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna pay. I'm not an asshole.
I will pay.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Like when the money comes, you're gonna just look at me like.
Look, man, it's no big deal. I mean, she's saying she will pay. Maybe she will, maybe she won't. Uh, it's no big deal if you pay. You're asking a girl out. As long as you're not spending a ton of money, it's no big deal. I think bowling's like 25, $30. That's no big deal. You can spend a little bit of money. It's no big deal. Okay. And here, her friend just called her, so whatever. Her friend she was waiting for, so I'm just chilling.
Okay. Yeah, you too. You gonna walk to Starbucks? Go. Yeah, I'll walk you. I'm a gentleman. They won't be jealous, will they? Be like, this is my black boyfriend.
So again, just role playing. No, your friends won't be jealous, right? You just tell them I'm your black boyfriend.
Which one are they at? This one? Which one are they at? I'll walk you. Because I'm a gentleman. So I have to walk you. They're not gonna be jealous, right? Just tell them I'm your boyfriend. I'm your new boyfriend you just met. So I have to be on this side. And I have to like walk you like this. Just like this. Well, I can't walk you?
And I was just put us arm in arm, but she was a little resistant to that. Again, I think that was just shyness. No big deal.
I'm trying to be a gentleman. You just rejected me. All right. I'm just gonna cry on the inside right now.
And again, you get a little resistance, no big deal. Just being playful about it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I'm crying.
She said because I cheat. So again, it's no big deal. Again, women are gonna give you some resistance here and there. She's into the frame, all good.
It's all right. I'm gonna make you cry tomorrow. Start at the bowling, so I'm not worried about it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can cheat. It's fine. I'm cheating on you too.
So I'm like, cool. Hey, you can cheat. I'm cheating on you too. No big deal.
I have other women.
I have other women. So just playful, no big deal. Even if she has other guys, which she probably does, I really don't care.
Another Saudi Arabian girlfriend. All right. I'll talk to you later.
And that was her guy friend, and she met up with him, and that was that. So that is the first episode of the Conversation Mastery series, and I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks. Bye-bye. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of the Verbal Mastery series. And if you have any questions, put them down below in the comment section. Also, if you haven't gotten my free 60-page ebook, The Ultimate Guide to Women in Dating, scroll down below in the description page and get that. It's free. And also, if you're looking for some one-on-one coaching to take your game to the next level, that's also in the description box. So this is Jacob from attractmoregirls.com. See you next time.